The diamond knot or the diamond senate. Hello everybody, welcome back, and today's little knot that we're going to do is a multi-strand knot. It is actually called the diamond knot, but you know what? When you look at knots, there are so many knots with the name diamond in it, and personally, this is my point of view, I'd like to rename this one the tractor tyre, because if I build 4 of these I can put a tractor round it. But it is a very decorative knot, and it can be tied in 3 or more strands and is usually used to decorate, say for example, a ditty bag, something like that. Anything you want to put some nice decorative knot work in, that's what we're going to do. And this particular knot was suggested to me by somebody called Rayanne, who follows, and they showed me a link and said, could I improve on that? And so I said, yeah, I'll have a go at doing this video on this particular knot. And so that's what I decided to do. So anyway, without further, before we go any further, if you've got any knot work or anything like that, please contact me and show me your work, because I really do love to see other people's works. So just contact me in the comments below, leave a comment, and I can go and look at your work, or I can send you a link to somewhere where you can drag and drop your work too. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get on and tie the diamond knot. So let's get knotting, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, for those of you that are interested, this is the knot we're going to actually tie. Let me get my proper pointer. 748, and 748 is a diamond knot. Okay, so mine is just a demonstration piece, but you may, say for example, be creating a nice ditty bag lanyard, and so along here up to this point you may have some decorative rope work. You then decide that you want to put the tractor tyre or the diamond knot in there, and then carry on along there. But in this particular case, for this presentation, what I've done is I've got 4 strands of rope. I've tied them together there with a constrictor knot, and if you don't know how to use the constrictor knot, or know how to use it yet don't know the constrictor knot, go down in the description below and you will see a video just on the constrictor knot itself. And to be honest, you will use it all the time. Once you know it, you'll use it all the time to lock your work together. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick my work up like so and hold it in my hand, form a fist around it, and just separate the 4 leads out. And don't forget, this can be done with 3 or more leads, but in this particular case I didn't want it too easy and I didn't want it too hard for you, so I chose 4. Right, so we've got our 4 leads like so, and now that we've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bunch up all 4 like so, but keep them evenly spaced around, so that we end up in our hand. I have now got 4 loops as such around there like so. So you can see there I've got 4 loops as such. And the next thing I'm going to do is, now this is the lead nearest me, so I'm going to take the working end of this one. So if I pull this lead here, you can see as I pull it, that is there. So that is my working end of that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it around. I'm going to miss the first loop on the right and go up the second loop. So take the working end and pass it up through the second loop there, like so. So take that first one through and pass it up. And there we go, we've got our first one through. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to go round a bit, get my thumb out of that a minute, and now, so we've just done that one there. It's gone round, past the first loop, up through that second loop there. The next thing I'm going to do is take the working end, and you can see as I pull that, that is the next lead that I've got, and I'm going to take this working end here. As you can see, the lead or the loop to the right hand side of that has now been taken, and what I'm going to do is just pass it up through the one to the right of that. So just take it up through there like so and pass it up. Just make sure it doesn't cross anything, and then we've done that one. Right, so now that I've done that one, the next thing I'm going to do, just hold them firmly again, is take the working end of this one. So just pull this one here, see where the working end is. This is the working end of that one. The right hand loop to that has been taken, but if I turn it round, we have a hole there where nothing is going through it at the moment. So I'm going to pass my working end through that one and then up so, like so. Okay? Then finally, this is the last one. So as I pull this one here, you can see it's moving there, but there is the working end. And if I turn it round, looks a bit jumbled. Now you can, if you want to, tie it off again down here to save you holding it with your hand. But in my particular case, I'm not too fussed about that. But you can see here now, this is the working end here. That's my working end there. And so it's off that loop there. The one to the right of that has been taken. This one has already got a lead through it. But there's one here that hasn't got a lead passing through it. And what I'm going to do now is just pass my lead through that. And there we go. And now all I'm going to do is just let go of everything with the exception of where I've tied it and just gently pull it through like so. And you can see here now, look at that. We've already tied a decorative knot in our work. Now the thing is, this isn't the knot we want, but you could do, if you wanted to, have that as your decorative knot in your lanyard. But we're going to now go a little stage further than this. And the next thing I do is just hold it up like so and just allow the leads to fall like so. And you can see there is a natural pattern going round anti-clockwise. And you can see here now that where it's going anti-clockwise, my main leads, here's my main long lead, there's the end of it, but you can see here now it's running parallel, almost parallel to the loop to the right hand side of that. And all we're going to do now is I'm going to take each lead in turn. So let's just lay it down so that you can see it. So here's my working end here, and what I'm going to do is go round one at a time, and where that one goes underneath, I'm going to follow it parallel to it and go underneath that as well. And make sure as you pass it through, take the twists out of it. And then just turn it round once and we come to the next one here. And on my next one here, you can see here now, it's following that lead down there. So we're going to dive down and follow exactly where that is going as well. And so there, that's the second one done. Turn it a bit. There we go. There's my third lead coming out. And you can see it's coming out here, but it wants to follow that one there. Get your little rat's tail out the way and then pass it down through that point like so. There we go. And then on the final one, you can see the final one here. It's coming out here, but it's running parallel, wants to run parallel to that one. So we then take it down through that point there. And take it down through that point there. And you can see now here, let's just pull up, gently pull up on it a bit. Get rid of all the slack. That's it. And you can see here now, once again, we've just got a nice pattern is still in our knot as such. Right, so here we have it. We're at the point now here where all my leads are coming out through the bottom of my knot. And the next thing we want to do is we're going to suddenly turn and follow this one here, but only for a certain bit. We're going to go over that one, over the next one. So we're going over one, over two, and then we're going to go underneath it there and underneath this one here to come out the middle. So we're going to go over, 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 and then over, over, and then under, under, and come up through the middle. And just pull it gently through, and you can see now here where I've done this. This is the one here, so it's going over one, over two, under two, and coming up through the middle. And we're going to do exactly the same here. So we're going to go over one, so here we go, over this one, over that one, under this one here, under that one there, and come up through the middle. So here we go, we're going to go over, over, then under, under, poke it through those two, and then bring it out through the middle. Oh, it's got caught up. And so you can see here now, here it is. And as I just gently pull up on that, I'm looking at the camera as I do it because I want to see what you can see. And you can see here now, whoop, wrong knife. You see here now it's going over those two, and then it's going under those two where they cross over. And so just pull that through, and don't pull too tight yet. And so the next one here is we're going to go over that one, and then we're going to go under those two there where they're crossing. And you can see it's going to come out there at the end of my spike. So take the next working end, which is that one there, and just go over those two. Oh, I could do without that frayed bit because I'm sure that's going to cause me problems in a bit. But anyway, hey ho. And so under those two, and then come out through the middle like so. And then at last we come to the final one, and the final one here is over one, over two, and then under those two there. So basically over one, over two, under two, and come up through the middle. There we go. And come up through the middle. Up. And then gently pull. And now, just gently pull it. Don't over tighten to start with. Just gently pull it through. And you'll see that as I go around and tighten up, pull from both sides, and you can see here now, bit of excess there, bit of excess there. Find out where that end goes and just gently follow it round and tighten up until you pull it through. And you can gradually see here that as I tighten up and do this, but when you're doing it for your decorative knot work, nice and tight, yeah? So that when you get hold of it, it feels really, really good. And there's no movement. But not over tight where you distort the knot. It's just, yeah, it's a very close thing. But hang on, lost it, okay? And you can see here, gradually, as I pull up on this, we've got that nice tractor tyre appearing in our knot. And all I'm going to do is just keep going round and tightening up on it. And you see, look, there's a gap there, bit slack in that point there. And all I'm going to do is just gently pull on it both directions, just so you can see where the knot comes out. And then just gently follow it round. And even if you get to the point where you've got to stick your marlin spike in to shift it, do that. And then eventually, as we roll it and turn it, we end up with a really nice diamond knot in our lanyard. And so there we have it. That is how to tie the diamond knot, or the diamond sennet, or the tractor tyre as I like to call it, into our lanyard. So anyway, once again, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me a thumbs down. But whatever you do, please tell me why, so that at least I can try and improve these videos. And I'll see you again next time. Take care then. Bye-bye.